Look at all this loot! DJ, none for you! Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and while I am still a shameless fan of getting free stuff, I am trying to do fewer reviews of things that don't have anything to do with our hobby, and yet, here I am reviewing yet another Thrunite flashlight. So, you may be asking yourself, how does this have anything to do with the Nerf hobby? Well, I'll tell you, this is the Thrunite Archer UV. It is an ultraviolet flashlight, and those are actually surprisingly useful within our hobby, and I'm gonna demonstrate how. Now, we will talk about the various features very briefly at the end, but I'm gonna go straight out to the field and show you how this is in fact quite useful, and then I'll come back to the shop and demonstrate a little more, and then we'll talk about the features, which this one doesn't have a whole lot, so that won't take too long. To the field! Right, I'm here in the arena. It is dark, and the UV flashlight does provide a little bit of illumination. I'm pointing here at the ground, and I wouldn't want to have to try to find something using this light. It's not particularly good at just illuminating in general. However, certain materials will actually shine very, very brightly in a UV light. Now, the one that most of you are probably aware of is glow-in-the-dark stuff. Glow-in-the-dark stuff will, in fact, light up very brightly under a UV light. It will cause them to shine, and then if I take it off, you can see the glow-in-the-dark dart tips. It's really quite good for that, and it makes it very easy to spot them. If you're just by waving this around, it will light up anything that's glow-in-the-dark very, very brightly. It makes it easy to find. However, it doesn't have to be glow-in-the-dark. Here are some other examples of darts that light up under a UV light. I don't know how well this is going to show up on camera, but elite dart heads. Those bright pinpoints that you're seeing there, those are the heads of, oh, there it's focusing, elite darts. The heads will actually light up very brightly, and again, even if you're just doing a sweep past them, because they light up so brightly, it makes it very easy to find them. The same is true, only more so, for Mega dart heads. Official Nerf Mega dart heads will also light up. Here's one I wasn't expecting. AccuFake darts. The foam lights up, and it looks like they're glow in the dark, but as soon as you take the light off, they disappear again. But it makes it real easy to spot them as it goes by. They light up like a Christmas tree. It's really kind of impressive. And apparently they used a very similar foam in the new Pro darts, because the Pro half darts, the Nerf Pro AccuStrike, which they're AccuStrike, so it shouldn't be surprising, but they light up as well. And while they're not popular, I figure I'd throw them in the mix. Ultra. Ultra lights up nice and bright, but not as bright as Hyper. Hyper lights up so bright you would think they were their own light source. They genuinely look like they're glowing in the dark. It is baffling how brightly Hyper rounds light up. But again, as soon as you take the light off, they're not glow in the dark. They're just reacting to the UV light. And this could almost make Hyper usable in places. A lot of places they don't want to allow Hyper because it's so hard to find them. But if you're going to play to a point where it gets dark enough for UV lights to light them up, it would be impossible to miss those, even if they were buried by debris to a point that you can barely see them without a light. You're going to know exactly where they are. It's really very impressive. Another dart that is very impressive in how brightly they shine are Dart Zone Pro, the bamboo darts. Their bamboo darts shine very, very brightly. Again, almost to the point that you'd think they were giving off their own light or were glow in the dark, but they're not, because as soon as you take the light off, they disappear. But impossible to miss, given how bright they are. And the final example of ones that really light up bright are the new X-Shot darts. Their new rubber-headed darts that came out with some of their newer stuff. Also super, super bright in how much those heads light up. So, yeah, there is a whole bunch of really good ammo types that will light up in a black light and make it really easy to find. I haven't found any rival rounds that aren't glow-in-the-dark rounds that light up. I'm gonna go search some more. One moment. Editing. Magic. So I found some more examples of ones that do and some that don't. So ones that do, the Dart Zone or the Adventure Force Black and Orange, which are usually the hardest darts to find, they don't light up as well as some of the other ones do, but they do light up. It makes it much easier to find them, especially in the dark. They are lighting up there. However, Worker Purple darts don't. They obviously light up when there's a light shown on them, but they're not luminescing the way the other ones are. They're just, oh, there's a dart. And this would not be the flashlight I would want to use to find them because it's not a very powerful flashlight. It doesn't make them pop like the other ones are. The chili darts, on the other hand, do light up. The green heads light up quite nicely, and that makes them, again, they look like they're glow in the dark, but they're not. Take the light off and they disappear. Now here was a surprising one. Apparently, Adventure Force has changed the rubber that they use in their darts, and I don't know which one is newer and which one is older, but here we have some that don't. The green is just being lit up by the light, but it's not really shining. And you can see in the dark area just over here, we have some exact same darts. They look the same under normal light, but those ones, the blue heads light up. And again, they look like they glow in the dark almost, but they don't. Whereas these ones, the heads are not lighting up at all. So that was interesting. I'd love to know which. I'd have to buy a brand new pack and see whether it's the old light up or the newer non. So that was interesting. Now, purple worker darts did not. However, the red ones do. They do luminesce a little bit. They're not as bright as some of the other stuff, but they do definitely light up a lot brighter than they should from just this little light shining on them. So red worker darts, including the new ones that Out of Darts carries, the heavy ones and the light ones, they also light up. So that's nice. Let's talk about Rival. Glow-in-the-dark Rival obviously does, though I have very little glow-in-the-dark Rival. But again, you shine the light on it for a little bit, and now when we take the light away, they continue to glow, and that's what actual glow-in-the-dark stuff does. Whereas the other stuff that's been lighting up almost as bright doesn't as soon as the light disappears. Regular yellow Rival, a little bit, but not as much as you would expect. It's mostly just because they're yellow and so the light's shining on them. They do definitely light up better than a darker color item would. So Rival's not bad, just regular Nerf Rival. And some yellow Rival does light up better than others. There's so many different brands of yellow Rival. I don't know, I actually have no idea if any of this is official Nerf. That's Headshot. Headshot. More Headshot. Apparently I grabbed a whole bunch of Headshot ammo. More Headshot. All of it's Headshot. So I wouldn't know about regular Nerf because apparently I didn't grab any at random. The final one we're going to look at is they're a hot pink, but not like a neon hot pink. But under the light, they are bright, bright pink. And again, it almost feels like they should glow in the dark, but they don't. It's just the UV light making them luminesce. So yeah, UV flashlight. Very nifty for finding a lot of Nerf rounds. Not all of them, but an awful lot of them. So if you check beforehand to make sure that your rounds do, then you could easily play a night game and be able to glean your darts very, very effectively. It is baffling how easy it is to spot them. I mean, you could throw one of these into an empty field and normally it would just be gone to the world. But with this, it instantly lights up so bright. You know exactly where that is, and it doesn't matter how far away it is, it lights up like that. So, yeah. Let's go talk features of this particular flashlight. Right, let's talk about features. This is going to be real short. It has no features, really. It does have a loop for a lanyard, but they do not give you one. It does not come with a holster. It does not come with any replacement accoutrement. None of the accoutrement that we've come to expect from all my Thrunite flashlights. It does, in fact, not even come with a battery, because this does not run on a lithium-ion battery. It runs on a regular alkaline AA. I have put a rechargeable battery, one of the neat rechargeable batteries that I've been sent in it. It doesn't even have an on-off switch. twist the head to turn it on and off. It is as simple as it could possibly be. Which has its advantages and disadvantages. I'm sure it's much less expensive than some of the fancier ones I've shown off. But I was kind of surprised that it didn't have a rechargeable battery. Every other one I've ever been sent by Thrunite did. Why this one runs on AA's, I don't know. Might just be the UV LED. They couldn't get one that ran on the higher voltage or what. I have no idea what their reasons are. But, and why they didn't include like a lanyard or a replacement O-ring. They usually give you replacement O-rings. But none of that, and no on-off switch. That was also kind of baffling me. I was expecting there to be a button on the back or the side. Nope, just twist the head. Super simple. But if you are planning to run night games in Nerf, a UV flashlight is an absolute must. Definitely, check your rounds and make sure the ammo that you're using will light up, but it will make it so that you can easily find them. And if you were to play somewhere that, say, had a lot of UV lights, a lot of black lights set up all over the place, you would be able to see the darts traveling through the air. Like if they had a whole bunch of them set up all through an arena, they would make the darts light up as they shot, and then you would just have tracers, and it would be really, really cool. So, yeah, get yourself a UV flashlight. It's useful for a lot of other features. I think what they bill it for is looking for, like, pet urine or other bodily secretions, because it will do that. But for Nerf, it's great for finding darts in the dark. So, there you have it. There's my review of the Thrunite Archer UV. Maybe get yourself one. Thank you for watching.